This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard.
Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This will be taken short.
Let's go! Let's go! First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Break. 50, Mike, 50. Nice, sweetheart. Check 3.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
He's coming. Double up. Get it.
On second down, here's Mixon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That will allow them to disrupt the play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 10. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to Conner here on 1st. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Mike 55. 5.
looking to throw on second down. Rudolph, he's going to launch it for Washington. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and now it's third down.
18 Gators. Hey, wahoo!
Out of the gun, Rudolph. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Fielded at the 33.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Come on,
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here we go, here we go. Yo, faster. 18 Gator. Let's see what you got. 61, matchbox lights. SOS.
Now. On second down now. Nixon takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Greystone travel. Hey, foxtrot. Switch. Yes. Hey. Big grip.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
You get blocked, me. You get. Hey, Haywood. Check 43. Say. Yo, go. Motion. Say go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Second and 10. He completes it to Boyd. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 26.
Ready. 30 base. We want this. Begin.
On first down, Nixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Let's go now. 60 or. Ready.
Second and 15. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check 15, check 15. Let's go.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
No, check that, check that. What might
On the run is Connor. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From the 39, Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Go.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. We're scoreless after one.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. Double dog, that's the way. Snap.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
15 line. 15 line. Hey, orbit. Check 55, come on. Check 55.
On second and 15 now. Rudolph. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
52. Oh, you got it? 52 is the mic. Mike 52. Mike 52. Watch the out. Watch the out. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. They can't hang with us. Hey, zoom. Where's 52? Watch 52. Go.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, his second sack of the night. Third and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
They'll look to set up his blockers. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
That's good for our Bengals. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Nixon. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 50 yards on the ground.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Ready. 50, play.
At the 27-yard line.
Watch the safety creep. 5.
From the 27, Rudolph. And he connects with Vance McDonald. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down run for Connor, not going to get much. Maybe a yard. 2nd down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Here's Rudolph. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down, it's Connor. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Under 10, 10. Chopper. Hey, Delta. Choose the mic. Watch Mike. Get it.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
What twist? Hey, echo.
2nd and 9 now. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On the ready.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Get that ball. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Hey.
Shift.
Fire.
Mixon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 18-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a party now. Protein spill. Bravo. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Now.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Here's the 2nd and 7. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Arden Tate. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
It's our time. It's our time.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, high 7.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, Steve. Here I come. Here I come. Now.
A final shot before the break, Rudolph. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Rudolph looking to throw. And he finds McDonald. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now Rudolph on 1st down. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, wahoo! Ready?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rudolph. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, box truck. 55, Bristol, travel.
Rudolph throwing again. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 1st down, it's Rudolph. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Check 31. Check.
From the gun, a give to Connor. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
70, Indy.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
I'm coming. Hatchet. Check 99.
Go.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Check your hot read. Kill.
Hey, Haywood.
Back to throw here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, they frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Switch. Back. Get.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Smooth.
Watch the screen. Check 20.
Ready?
2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 50. Squeeze, double.
Look at me. Zipper. 2.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Go.
They start the drive with Connor, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Five.
On 2nd and 7, Rudolph. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Foreman. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Again, it's Foreman. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
55. He's time.
Now.
3rd and 2. Rudolph. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now Foreman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Play action. It's Rudolph. Looking deep for Jennings. That's going to be caught. That one good for 37 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Wrap. Out. Watch that.
They'll look to run with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 2nd and 6. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 50. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Back to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
He's coming, double up. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Hey, echo. Hit it.
He'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Got it. 150. 80 weapons. Hey, Charlie.
Let's go. Kill.
Back to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Here we go.
This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Let it break.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Go.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Check pass.
Hey. High 7. Deep river.
He's back to throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go. 15 line.
Hey, Mike's 50.
General West.
Shift.
Hey, Alpha. Let go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Ready.
Rudolph now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Wood.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Cincinnati, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.